Have you ever blundered something so bad in chess that you want to burn down the building? Well, it comforts me a little bit more when GMs, grandmasters, people at the top of their craft do the same thing as me and you and blunder such obvious moves. This is a recollection of a couple of instances in which they happened. So, number one here, in this position we have Nigel Short, the best chess player in England, and the second best chess player in the world at the time, playing Alexander Beliavsky, two of the best players in the world in 1992. Beliavsky in this endgame pushes f6, checks the king, right? Now here, Nigel Short should really just take this pawn, knight takes, king takes, and white are fairly winning here, winning this g5 pawn and then winning this h4 pawn. Nigel Short here does probably the biggest mistake of his career, and he plays king e6. And I know this is an endgame, you know, not much happens. You can relatively see the entire board the entire time. But in this instance, it leads to checkmate in one. And after Beliavsky finds it and just plays it, the game is over. The second time this happened was in 1992 as well, a candidates match. This happened in the candidates match. The candidate match decides who's going to the World Chess Championship. This is the biggest or the second biggest tournament in the world every year. And in this position, it was Artur Yusupov's. I actually met this guy, fun fact, video about that if you want it. I actually met this guy. He's really, really nice and he's really good at chess. He was number 2 or 3 at the time. And he has the black pieces here. White just pushed e6 to go e7, right, past pawn things. And to stop this pawn to go to e7, Artur Yusupov does queen e4. And apparently he resigned on the same move he played this. Like you play it, he touched the clock, or you let go of the piece, touch the clock, resigns. And the reason is, this move, although it stops the pawn, it stops defending this rook on the battery. And now the queen can take and it's checkmate in one. This next one is played in the same candidates match with the similar actor as last time. This time on the receiving end of the benefits is Nigel Short, right? Player from England. And he's playing Anatoly Karpov, ex-World Chess Champion, right before the current World Chess Champion at the time in 1992, Garry Kasparov. And Karpov here, after bishop b4 by Nigel Short, moves his queen, thank God, but takes this seemingly free pawn and literally resigned 3 moves later. This is like playing like a 500. Rook d2, and this rook is defended by the bishop. And now this creates a battery against the queen, hitting the rook on d8. Now Karpov sees the mistake and does the best move possible. Queen takes d2, bishop takes, get the material you can for what you want, because it's mate. If you take this pawn, if you move anywhere, it's mate here. Rook takes, queen takes d8, knight e8, and this is checkmate. So basically, to avoid mate, save his life, queen takes, knight takes e4, double attacking this knight, and after simple rook c2, Karpov resigns. This one just baffles me on another level. Played in 1966 Mar del Plata, a very famous tournament that happens every year in Argentina. The black pieces take on h2, king f1, and let me just tell you, Leonid Stein here, the black pieces, is crushing his opponent. Leonid Stein is a very famous, very good chess player at the time, probably top 5. And after a 20-minute think, just think about that. He thinks 20 minutes on the board. Like, this is unheard of behavior. He plays queen c2. Okay? I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe to attack the c2 pawn, but this grandmaster missed knight takes c2. Like full on missed. He gave his queen after 20 minutes of thinking. Who does this? And you know what the best part is? His opponent missed it. His opponent missed it. How do you miss it? It's a free queen. Oh my god. And you know what the best part is? In this position, it's -5 for the black pieces, completely winning. You find bishop c8, threatening bishop h3, it's done, right? This went on to be a draw. We're in different worlds right now. I don't know what's going on, so, you know, that's just me. But that was a crazy one. This next one is just a little sad, to be honest, because the stakes are the highest possible. 1973 interzonal in Petrópolis, Brazil. This is like the stratosphere of chess. This is like the last rank, right? You get a good result in this tournament, you qualify for the last events of the World Championships. You're very, very close to being number one, right? And in this game, Samuel H. Reshevsky, like one of the best American chess players of all time, has a crushing position: queen h8, queen e8, threatening f7, h5 check, queen takes f7, king here, and here there's a mate in 3. Obviously he didn't find it because he wouldn't be in this list. g5 check. It's pretty genius. Like, if the bishop takes, there's mate here because the g5 square, the exit square, is taken. And if king takes, then you have h4, and if the king goes back, you have queen g7, as we saw. King takes, and now just queen f4 is checkmate. Reshevsky plays what is the worst possible move in this position. I'll let you try to guess what it is. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He thought it was checkmate. How do you not laugh? GG. The game ended. No words. This occasion is my actual worst nightmare. Like, if this happens to me one day... Okay, anyways. So, in this position, white just played knight f5. And this does a really nice pin on this bishop. We're attacking this bishop 3 times, and it's only defended twice, and your third piece is a light square. Light squared piece. Light squared bishop, you can't defend this dark squared bishop with a light square, right? The bishop is lost, right? And in this position, you're losing a piece. You're losing a piece. So the black piece is resigned. I know that you know. I know through the screen, you know. You looked at it. You looked at it by now. You paused the video. You solved for black. Black resigned for real. But they have bishop g1. Bishop g1 wins. Wins on the spot. Bishop g1 threatens mate on h2. And does a discovery on this queen. You can't defend both. If you take the bishop, best case scenario, you would just win the queen. If you take the rook or do anything else, try to defend this, I'm going to take your rook. Take my rook, checkmate. Done. So, how do you learn about this after the game and not just go crazy? I don't know. This is the last one, and may I say this is the greatest story. Okay, so the black pieces here, in this kind of crushing position, offers a draw to their opponent on their turn, right? And their opponent, this happened in Australia, 1983, their opponent says, "Oi, mate," says, "play first, and then offer me the draw," because you're not, look, it's forbidden upon to offer the draw on your turn. You're supposed to offer the draw on your opponent's turn, right? And so he says, okay, and then he plays queen takes b2 check. And this is a forced mate. Like, king takes is forced, check, king here, check on the a file, right? This is all forced, bishop here is forced, and then checkmate, right? And so on this position, his opponent resigned, the white pieces being, when he could have still taken the draw. In this position, he resigned. You can still take the draw here. And an assorted, like, committee or organization of masters, 7 grandmasters in a committee, voted this to be the blunder of the year. Blunder of the year, like in magazines. Because in this position, after taking the before taking the queen, in this position, you can still take the draw. Even though it's not on the table anymore from your opponent, you can still take it. He could still take the draw. He resigned. What are you doing? No faith left. What is this? Who offers a draw and then plays checkmate? What are you? Who are you, Josh Waitzkin from Searching for Bobby Fischer? If you haven't seen the movie, watch the movie Searching for Bobby Fischer tonight. Fire. You will see. You'll know the reference. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this video and see you next time.